It's week 6 of the NFL, people, and I'm going to start doing something that I've wanted to do for a while, but just haven't had the time to do, and that's give predictions on the NFL week at large. Good thing it didn't start last week, because I definitely would have had the Saints beating the Cardinals. Alright, so let's talk turkey. Who's going to win this week? Speaking of turkey, which is a bird, and speaking of birds, talk about Falcons versus the Eagles. Now, the Falcons will be playing the Eagles at home, and the Eagles are a very improving team. They've got a lot of problems right now. Kolb and Vic switching in and out. That's going to possibly cause some continuity issues. The Falcons have been playing actually pretty solid this season. Nothing spectacular. They're not making big headlines, but they're a solid team. This is a very tough choice for me. All that being said, I'm going to go with the Falcons winning this week. Why do I think the Falcons will win? I just feel with Kolb at playing the quarterback position, I just don't see them taking out a team like the Falcons, even though the Falcons aren't spectacular. And the Falcons will be playing the Eagles at home. Now, of course, the Eagles will still win this game. It won't be an upset if the Falcons win, and it won't be an upset if the Eagles win. But I am going with the Falcons on this one. Kind of on a limb, but I'm going with it. Seahawks at the Bears. The Bears are playing pretty tough this year. I'm going with the Bears. Browns at Steelers. Let's not be silly. Of course, the Steelers are going to win. Though last year actually they lost to the Browns, but I think this year they got their act together. Lions at Giants. Congratulations to all of my Lions fans. Your team finally crushed the team, but they're probably going to get crushed by the Giants. It all comes full circle. Ravens at Patriots. Patriots are a really good team, but they're showing signs of age. Moss is gone, even though Moss wasn't really spectacular this season. Still, I'm going with the Ravens. If you ask me, next to the Saints, the Ravens are the team to beat this year in the NFL. They've always been a strong defensive team, but now they've got a really powerful offense. And as they get more used to this new offense and passing more and running the ball more, I think they're going to start to really come out as a front runner in the NFL. What else we got here? Chargers at Rams. Chargers, even though the Chargers are playing very sloppy football this season. Dolphins at Packers. This could go either way, but with the news that Aaron Rodgers has been injured, I'm going to go with the Dolphins. Saints at Buccaneers. Despite the Saints being defeated by the Cardinals last week in a surprising upset, the Saints are still the team to beat by default in the NFL since they are the reigning Super Bowl champions. And even though the Bucs will be playing at home and they've probably got the hottest set of cheerleaders out there, the Saints are going to win. Chiefs at Texans. I have to admit, even though the Chiefs lost to the Colts, they have shown that they are legit. And I'm going to go with the Chiefs this time. Even though the Texans are a very legitimate team, it can really go either way, and the Texans will have a slight advantage being at home. But I think the Chiefs are going to be hungry to prove themselves after losing to the Colts in a very competitive game, but still eager to prove themselves. So I'm going with the Chiefs. The Jets at Broncos. For a while there, everyone thought the Jets had flopped. Looks like they haven't. And even though the Broncos are a fairly good team, Jets are probably going to win this. Raiders at 49ers. Raiders got lucky against the Chargers. And the 49ers have been playing pretty terrible as well. I'm still going to give it to the 49ers. That team has to be desperate for a win. Cowboys at Vikings. This is going to be a little tough, but I'm going to go with the Cowboys since Brett Favre is a little distracted with all of his intercepted phone calls. And his own interceptions. Not to mention the fact that they just played on Monday night and then will be playing again. It's probably going to be a little tired, a little wear and tear. They're still not quite in the gelling with Moss. He's getting better. I mean, he had a pretty good amount, but there's still a new person on the team. It's going to cause a little issues. Brett Favre has got a lot of distractions. The team has a lot of distractions. Cowboys, even though I don't like them, I got to go with the Cowboys winning this one. Colts at Redskins. Redskins are my number one team in all sports. But the Colts are going to win this one. Titans at Jaguars. This is a close one. It could go either way, but I'm going to go with the Jaguars. Titans could really win this game, but I think the Jaguars being at home will somehow manage to help them pull out this victory. Alright, so those are my predictions. Feel free to post your own predictions in the comments section below. And feel free to rip on me if I get this completely wrong and have a terrible record. Last week I did it on a website and I was 7 for 7. Yeah, what are you going to do? So, also, if you haven't checked out my blog, rfmp.wordpress.com. You should check it out. I have posted on there the top 15 scariest video games that I've ever played. So check that out. Also coming up this Thursday, interview with Susan Coffey on The Final Cut. And if you missed last week's episode, you can go to rfmp.wordpress.com and download the interview with Mike and Gabe of Uzi. Alright, that's it for now. So until next time, remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and please remember, it's all in the hair.